That's Talk. It's my life on Phuket Live 89.5. 19 minutes past 1. Good afternoon to you, Steve here on Lifestyle every weekday between 12 and 3. Always happy to be here. And it's brought to you by the Panache Restaurant Outrigger in Laguna, where a very special event will be happening on March the 3rd. But before we talk about that particular event, I'd like to welcome to the studios of Lifestyle Cindy, who's basically the manager of Phuket Community Foundation. Is that right, Cindy?
Yes, that's correct.
Well, thank you for being with us.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Thank you for inviting me.
And we brought you into the studio because you've got a lot going on. We'll talk about that very shortly. But off air, we were talking about you've been here quite a few years, 20 years, seen some changes, good, bad and indifferent.
Oh, we've seen an awful lot of changes, yes.
Yes. But tell me your involvement with the Phuket Community Foundation and what that is about.
Okay, the Phuket Community Foundation was started soon after the tsunami. There were lots of problems after the tsunami with funding. Where was the funding coming from? Where to put it? Because there were a lot of organizations in Phuket that didn't have official foundation status, and where to put the money was a bit difficult. So, as a matter of fact, the Phuket Community Foundation was started on the instigation of an American group of people, because America and other countries around the world have community foundations, right. Quite a lot of them. And in the States, in the United States, it's very, very popular. Most communities there have these community foundations, which take care basically of donations, money, and they look after the companies that don't have their own CSR section in their company. If they're a small company but they want to donate something to the community, then the community foundations kind of take care of it and distribute it where it's most needed. They evaluate where it should go, who needs it most, and to improve lifestyle for everybody, regardless of whatever their beliefs, their age.
Yeah,
oh,
everything.
Absolutely. We are totally non-political, non-religious. We help anybody, no matter what their religion. And we also want to make life easy, not just for poor people, but also everybody who lives here. We all have to live together and to respect each other as well.
It's interesting what you said about the community aspect of the thing coming from experience. So it's expat just organised it from the word go and put it into the community itself. So how many people are part of the Community Foundation?
On the board of directors, we've got about 8 people. Only 2 Farangs. The rest are Thai. It should be a Thai-run foundation because basically it is
serving the community.
In serving majority of Thai community. Unfortunately, it tends to be the functions that we have tend to be supported by the foreigners rather than the Thai people. But it's changing. I think it's because people don't understand what it's all about.
It's an educational process.
It is.
It takes a bit of time to get into.
Yeah.
So the Phuket Community Foundation has been going for quite a while now. We've established what it's about. You're involved with so many different things, aren't you? I'm looking on your website now, which is phuketcharity.org, if you want to check it out as well. And I sort of arrived in April of last year, and a lot of people were talking about this event that you've got coming up, the Great Phuket Rubber Duck Race. And I'm finding out a lot more about it, and it's one heck of an event, isn't it?
It's a very big event, yes, and a lot of work involved. The event itself is more to let people know about the Community Foundation and what we do. And one of the major things about any money that we raise locally, we get matched funds from a global fund.
Really?
That's right. Good. Yes, there's a global fund for community foundations, and they will support any of our projects but they like us to raise some money ourselves in the local community, and they will match the funds that we raise.
Mm-hmm. So when you say the money goes back into the community, and not only sort of from different ages and different backgrounds, does it go to sort of develop welfare, housing, etc.? Is that what it does?
It goes to helping communities, poorer communities, to develop themselves and find a way of having a sustainable income and improve their lifestyle. And we're concerned with the environment as well. So if we have an environmental project that's brought to our attention, then we will support it, both financially and in finding volunteers. We've done this with water supply in a local community that needed cleaning up. So we got the Navy involved.
Brilliant.
We had volunteers from the Navy. They came and cleared the area. The local people in that area came and brought food, and it was like a day's event with everybody getting together, doing a clean-up job and having a picnic in the park sort of thing.
Using the word community definitely there then.
Yes. So that was a really good project, but that was brought to us by that local community. They had a water supply that had been blocked up and overgrown, and the area is such a pretty area. It's way out, away from any housing developments, and it's a nice picnic area as well. So they wanted to clean up the water supply first of all, which is their local water supply, and to make the environment itself pleasant so that they can have their weekend picnics and somewhere to go with the family that's away from the bustle and hustle and everything of
on the building sites.
Yes, building sites. Yes.
We found out a little bit about the Community Foundation itself. Very passionate about it, and what she'd like to do in the future. Maybe we get a chance to talk about that before we finish the interview today. But I'd like to really go to town now on the Great Phuket Rubber Duck Race happening in March. Now, as I said, when I came here last year, I found out all about this. People were still talking about it a month later. Now, you're telling me this is the fourth one that you have actually organised?
That's correct.
Yes?
Yes.
And I've seen on the website the pictures of last year's and how successful that was. So can you explain a little bit more to someone who maybe just got off the plane, arrived in Phuket and thinking, you know what, I really like this place and there's so many things going on, but what is this Great Phuket Rubber Duck Race? Tell me more.
Okay, well, the actual day, the event, is a family fun day. There's lots of other activities going on, and the rubber duck race is the ultimate race, I suppose. We try to put about 2,000 rubber ducks in the water.
Even that in itself.
Well, I can tell you, counting them and getting them, and actually each one of them has a screw in the bottom
really?
To keep it upright,
okay.
Yes, so that it doesn't flip over in the water.
Okay.
So I can tell you, screwing
yes,
2,000
the rubber
ducks
is an event in itself.
But anyway, we try to put 2,000 in. So we match up the duck numbers. Each duck has a number, which matches the tickets that we sell.
Right. Okay.
So you buy a ticket and your duck goes in the race. And if you win, you have a chance to win some absolutely fantastic prizes.
How much do the tickets cost?
200 bahts each.
Mm-hmm. And if you buy 5, you get one free, don't you?
That's right. If you buy 5, you get one free.
Now, you can do this through the website, available online, and there's many places to buy the ducks, and we'll have a little talk about that very shortly. So basically, you get these ducks then, and that number goes against your name. Is that
correct.
Right?
That's correct. We take the name, contact, either email, telephone number, whichever, and you don't have to be there to win it.
Right.
This is one of the great things about it. We've had quite a lot of tourists who buy a ticket and then they go back home, but they like to come back. They like Phuket, so they come back maybe twice a year or something like that. And last year, our number one duck was won by a family from Norway. They live in Oslo, but they actually have family members that live around the world. And they had planned to come back in November for a holiday with the whole family.
Okay.
So children, grandchildren, the whole 11 of them in all. And they won the top prize, which was supplied by Wahoo, which is a full day out on one of their luxury boats, fishing, game fishing, and relaxing, snorkeling, whatever.
Some great pictures already on the website from last year as well. Yeah.
Yes, and they had a absolutely fantastic day out. So you don't have to be here to win it. But even if you are here as a tourist and you're here for a couple of weeks, you happen to be here during the race day, if you win, you can still use your prize while you're here. And even if it's a dinner out somewhere, there is none of the prizes are worth less than 1,000 bahts.
It's incredible. We'll go through the list of the prizes very shortly. Can I just ask you, where are the ducks raced then? Because we've said that you've got a duck name, you've got a number. Where are they raced?
They're raced in the Laguna area, in front of the Dusit Thani Hotel, in the canal.
Now, if you don't know that particular area, you better find out now and go and have a little bit of a recce, have a little look at it, and then you can see which way the wind's going to blow and how fast your duck's going to go.
Well, we actually have a machine that blows the ducks along because
Right.
there's no water flow in the canal there. So otherwise your duck wouldn't go anywhere. So we have the machine that pushes them along.
Are there many dud ducks?
Well, they get pushed along between some poles, bamboo poles, just to keep them so that they don't snag in with the rocks and things at the side of the canal. But they do go over the top sometimes.
Right.
But we have a couple of guys in kayaks, and they throw them all back in.
They marshal them.
They do,
and
yes.
make sure they're the right way up.
Yeah, that's it.
Interesting. Now, this kind of thing, does a lot of people sort of get wrapped up in it? And do they recognise that their own particular ducks? I mean, I see there's different coloured beaked ducks on there, etc. Or is it just wait to the end and then they pick out the duck? I mean, people with binoculars, like as if it's a horse racing event.
Well,
there's some serious ones.
People do run along the side. And,
really?
Oh, yes. Oh, they follow them, yes. And anxious that their duck is the number one, yes.
So, well, that's good stuff. Now, you've given me one of the ducks here. Is
Yes.
this one of the ones that's going to race?
It squeaks. No, that's just a small one.
Okay.
Actually, it will be in a race. Those small ducks, we're going to do some novelty races on the stand-up paddle boards. So we're going to have, instead of an egg and spoon race, we're going to have a duck and spoon race.
Fantastic.
On a stand-up paddleboard.
Good stuff. So, I mean, it's a whole day activity. It's a lot of fun. There's so much going on. And this is on the 3rd of March. Tell us where it is again then.
It's at the Laguna Marquee, Latitude Marquee, which is in front of Canal Village.
Okay.
In the Laguna Resort area.
Beautiful part. It's going to be a great fun day out. Now there's so many people I know you want to thank here, because I'm just looking through the prize list for this year's race. Now, if I quickly give you some of the ideas of the prizes that we've got here. We've got a brilliant prize here for 3 nights and 2 nights in the pool villa at Diwa, inclusive of breakfast. We've also got a smartphone donated by Kun Jamaras Pikutsalat. Is that right?
Jim.
Okay.
Jim.
Okay. We've also got other things going on here. We've got loads of restaurant vouchers, obviously dining at Bliss and places like Dusit Thani as well. And the top prizes include, and there's no specific order on these as well, overnight cruise on the Wahoo Yacht Villa. That's just fantastic. 3 days, 2 nights in deluxe villa, inclusive of breakfast at the Banyan Tree. And this one here, 2 F1 unlimited grandstand tickets to the Malaysian Grand Prix, and after race Guns N' Roses concert and hotel accommodation in KL. And they're just parts of the big prizes, aren't they?
They're fantastic. The Formula One is an amazing prize because the grandstand tickets are very rare.
That's right.
The top ones are sold out months ago.
Yes. And especially seeing the Formula One and Guns N' Roses, well worth going to. I've seen it a few times in Abu Dhabi, the concert, and they're well put together. Now, you've got to say hello and big thank you to a lot of people. I know you're going to miss some people out, but you just want to mention a couple of people, don't you?
Well, I'd like to mention the top people. First of all, thank you very much to Laguna for hosting it for us. Without them, we wouldn't have a venue. And also I'd like to thank the Phuket News and Live 89.5.
You've done that. You say you did right there.
Sponsoring the media for us.
Okay.
Exactly. All right. Prize-wise, Wahoo, I'd like to thank them very much because they've always given us a prize right from the beginning in the 4 years that we've been running.
Yeah, well, the fishing competition's going on now. We're a big part of that as well, and it's always great to get involved with them.
They're great, and they're such a pleasant lot of people too, because the prize last year was actually for 6 people and it ended up with 11. So they were very accommodating.
Very much so. Well done to them.
And there were lots of little children on board as well. So they provided them with the correct size life jackets and so on. And
good stuff.
And let them help fish as well. On the website, there's a picture of 2 of the little children
with a
holding
fish.
a wahoo, actually.
Yeah,
caught.
Yeah, brilliant.
So,
good stuff.
Now, okay.
So, I mean, there's so many people on there that you want to mention, but I think what I recommend the listener to do is go to the website, phuketcharity.org. You do a fantastic job on the website. I know you put that together as well. And also have a look there, because it's not only about this winning the prize, it's giving something back. And the tickets costing just 200 baht each, and buying 5 and get 1 free for your ducks. It's a lot of fun, and if you can bring the whole family down, it's just going to be a great family day, isn't it?
It's a really fun family day. But not only that, we've also got the talent competition. Last year we had Battle of the Bands.
Yes.
Battle of the Young Bands. But there's an awful lot of talent on the island where the children, they're not involved in a band, but they're as individuals. They either sing, they play a musical instrument, or they do quite a lot of things on the island. And it's a way of showcasing them as well. And
so you're going to be Simon Cowell on the day then?
No.
I can't see you doing that.
No, I think Jason will.
Okay.
All right. He's one of the
Jason
judges.
Wilder. Yes, that's right.
He's one of the judges.
You've been warned.
But we've got quite a few really talented judges as well on the island. Last year, one of the judges, he is coming back again this year. He's an entertainer himself, and
it'd be good. You're good. Get involved one way or another if you've got some sort of talent. And you're quite right there, Cindy. It's sort of isolating it away from just being the young bands and music. If you can sort of make duck noises, etc., that's a talent in itself.
Well, one of the questions in the rubber duck race quiz, actually I called it the Quacky Facts quiz, but it got changed by the editor. But one of the questions in the quiz was actually about the rubber duck,
right,
and which part of the orchestra it is officially in.
Are you going to tell me?
No, you have to look it up.
All right, no head start.
I gave that one to you so that you could put it on your keyboard.
Yeah, we've got it
for the rubber duck test.
Okay,
rubber ducky test.
All right then, thank you. We shall do that. I'll let you into a little secret. I love rubber ducks. I mean, but that's another story for another day. And I've got plenty of them around my place, I can tell you. It's been a pleasure speaking to you. Thank you very much indeed for coming in to speak to us here on Lifestyle. Good luck with the event. Tell us when it is again and where it is.
It's on March the 3rd at the Latitude Marquee Laguna. The fun starts at midday and will go on until 6:30.
It's a lot to cram in that 6.5 hours, including the big, great Phuket Rubber Duck Race, the 4th one. It could be you. Now, we're recommending that you go and get your ducks now, because obviously on the day it's going to be complete mayhem. But if you do actually look at the website and give you all the details on how to get the ducks, and they are well worth the money that you're going to invest in this, because it's not just about the fun on the day, it's the bigger picture, isn't it?
That's correct. And you can always call me anyway. My telephone number is there because I have a few spare tickets.
Please do. For the Phuket Community Foundation, good luck with the great Phuket Rubber Duck Race on March the 3rd. I'll be down there with the rest of the gang. Tickets cost you 200 baht each. Buy 5 and get 1 free. And it's just for a lot of fun. I can't wait to see the people chasing after their ducks there. And they do. I'm sure they do. Cindy, thanks for coming in to speak to us today on Lifestyle.